Good afternoon. My name is Shawnette Meekins, and today we are participating in the Read Across America Challenge. So, with that being said, today I will decided to read Franklin and the Tin Flute. All right. Franklin and the Tin Flute. Franklin can tie his shoe. Franklin can count by twos. And Franklin can play the triangle and the tambourine. But Franklin cannot play a tin flute. So when Franklin found a tin flute, he gave it away. Now Franklin needs it back. One day, Franklin was playing. In the basement, he found an old box. Inside was a tin flute. Franklin picked it up and blew it. Twack! Ugh, said Franklin. He blew that flute again. Toot! Tweet! Said Franklin. Maybe I'll get better with practice. Are we like Franklin? Can we blow a tin flute? Franklin played the flute all morning. Toot, toot, tweet, tweet. I'm not getting better. I'm getting worse. So Franklin, he's sitting by the pond trying to practice. Franklin went to the park. On the way, he blew the tin flute again and again. Twack, toot, tweet, toot, tweet, twack. Wow, said Rabbit. That is a neat flute. Really? Asked Franklin. I'd trade you for it, said the rabbit. He held out his best green marble. It's a deal, said Franklin. At lunch, Franklin showed everyone his marble. I got it from Rabbit, he said. I saw Rabbit on my way home, said Franklin's father. He was playing a tin flute. I know, said Franklin. I gave it. It was just like my old tin flute, says Franklin's father. It belongs to your grandpa. Uh-oh, says Franklin. Franklin did a no-no. I'm going to look for it, says Franklin's father. I'm going to look for Rabbit, says Franklin. So Franklin knows that he gave the wrong thing away. Franklin found Rabbit in the sandbox. He gave him his marble. I need my tin flute back, said Franklin. It was my grandpa's. Sorry, Franklin, said the rabbit. I traded it to Bear for his pail and shovel. Oh, no, cried Franklin. I have to find Bear. Okay. One minute. Page is trying to be stuck. Okay. Franklin and Rabbit found Bear at the pond. Rabbit gave Bear his pail and shovel. I need my tin flute back, said Franklin. It was his grandpa, said Rabbit. Sorry, Franklin. I traded it for Goose for her sailboat. Oh, no. I got to find the goose. Franklin and Rabbit and Bear found Goose in the library. Bear gave Goose her sailboat. I need my tin flute back, said Franklin. It was his grandpa, said Bear. Sorry, Franklin, said Goose. I traded it to Fox for his crayons. Oh, no, cried Franklin. I have to find the fox. Franklin, Rabbit, and Bear and Goose found Fox on the hill. Goose gave Fox his crayons. I need my tin flute back, said Franklin. It was his grandpa, said Goose. Sorry, Franklin, said Fox. I traded it to Skunk for her kite. Oh no, I have to find Skunk. So you see Franklin and his friends running to go find the tin flute. Franklin, Rabbit, Bear, and Goose and Fox found Skunk at home. Fox gave Skunk her kite. I need my tin flute back, said Franklin. It was his grandpa, said Fox. Sorry, Franklin, said Skunk. We already know what happened. I traded it to Beaver for his book. Oh no, cried Franklin. I have to find Beaver. Franklin, Rabbit, Bear, and Goose, and Fox, and Skunk looked everywhere for Beaver. They did not find her. But they did find Mr. Mole. I saw Beaver eating an ice cream cone, said Mr. Mole. Everyone ran to the ice cream shop. But Beaver wasn't there. Franklin groaned. I give up, he said. I will tell my father I lost the tin flute. Everyone went home with Franklin. I have something to tell you, Franklin said to his father. I took Grandpa's tin flute, I traded it for Rabbit's marble, and I traded it for Bear's pail and shovel, said Rabbit, and I traded it for Goose's sailboat, said Bear, and I traded it for Fox's crayon, said Goose, and I traded it for Skunk's kite, said Fox, and I traded it for Beaver's book, said Skunk. Said Franklin's father. I made a trade too. Franklin's father reached into his pocket. He pulled out the tin flute. I traded Beaver an ice cream cone for this tin flute, he said. That's Grandpa's tin flute, cried Franklin. Are you sure? Asked his father. Franklin reached for the tin flute. Tweet, toot, twat. Oh, yes, said Franklin. I'm very sure. The end. The end. How many of you notice how many times that Franklin moved throughout the story trading the flute? So Franklin went from having the flute at the beginning of the story, and he realized, oh, I can't play this flute. So then he traded it. So he traded it, and the first person he seen when he traded it was who? Rabbit, remember? So he took it and he got Rabbit's green marble. So then Rabbit did an exchange, and Rabbit traded Franklin for what? What the Rabbit traded for? Remember, he got the pail and shovel from Bear. So then Bear trades the tin flute. He trades the tin flute to Goose. And so Goose, he wanted the Goose sailboat. So guess what he did? He traded the tin flute for the sailboat. And then remember, the Goose traded the flute for some crayons because she was coloring in the library. So after she realized that it was a trade, she then realized that Franklin, Rabbit, the Bear, and the Goose had to find the Fox. The Fox had traded the tin flute for the kite. He was outside playing with the kite. And then the Fox traded it to Skunk. Skunk, however, traded it for a book from Beaver. And then the Beaver trades it to the dad for some ice cream. So Franklin went through all of that to get the flute back that was originally his grandfather's. I pray you all have enjoyed this book. Remember, parents, take the time to read with your children. Reading is fundamental. See you later.